Karangal, a mouthful which means helping hands, does exactly that. It lends a helping hand to those who need it. They run the Jeevan initiatives in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, covering various disadvantaged populations. We have Karen with us today to tell us about the 2-month-long endeavor, Galaata. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you very much for having me on here.
And Karen, you were telling me that Galaata is actually Galaata Premier League. Is it something to do with cricket?
Absolutely. Being that we are in World Cup season and IPL season, we thought why not tie in sports with our nonprofit. So what we're doing is a month-long or 2-month-long initiative where we're doing 3 events. We usually just do Galaata, which is a spring fest, which we do every year.
Sorry to just cut you, but what does Galaata mean?
Galaata means masti, fun. We're just trying to replicate the cultures that you enjoyed in school for Bay Area residents. That's our goal, to have fun while you raise awareness about the cause.
Yeah, what do you do to actually get people to know about your organization?
We do, like I said, we do these shows where we have people come in, focuses on entertainment, but at the same time we have drives outside where we raise money for educating a child in India. Mm-hmm. So it takes $125 to educate a child in India. Wow. And one of the good things we've been doing is involving kids in the Bay Area to raise funds, right? Because I think you need to start young with children. Mm-hmm. And that has really worked out well for us, using young children, getting them interested, holding buzz events around the event. Mm-hmm. It's just a ton of things that we do for them.
So can you tell us a little bit more about their objectives and their involvement in all these various initiatives?
Absolutely. So UK itself was started by Mr. Vidyakar back in India in 1983. Somebody brought in a dehydrated and puny child to him, and since then there's been no looking back for Mr. Vidyakar. Today there are 2,000 residents in the facility at Chennai, and it ranges from school-going children, mentally disabled children, old people, and destitute women. So the goal is in educating children, so that they have something to fall back on. They can break out of the vicious circle of poverty. So, and also the older folks do variety of arts, which are make very good ethnic gifts. Our goal in the Bay Area chapter is to educate all 500 children in India. It's a big dream for us, but we feel confident that with the support of the Bay Area and some of our sponsors, it is not a pipe dream. We're going to get to
I'm sure we can help with that, right?
No,
Manish?
of course, absolutely. And you mentioned off camera that this is funded not by you. No one's paid to do this, right? Explain how you guys fund it. How does that work?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So most of us have day jobs, right? Mm-hmm. So we're all doing this on a voluntary basis.
You're an engineer, right?
I'm an engineer. Of course,
Surprise.
I'm an engineer.
Silicon Valley, yes.
What else could I be? Yeah.
You're an engineer.
Yeah. What else
Throw
could
a
I be?
stone and you're going to hit an engineer,
Yeah,
right?
what else could I be?
She looked like the smart kind too. She's like the brainy.
Sometimes. So most of us, have day jobs, and so we work on this after hours over the weekend. And then the way we work is we raise money through our events. So the ticket funds, go towards the operational cost of our events. And on top of that, we have various Bay Area businesses like Vita Travels and Madras Cafe. So these sponsors have been with us since 2003. They give us money to run our shows, and then we actually don't even take any of that money. Everything goes back to India.
So all the proceeds go to India straight?
Zero overhead.
Right.
Zero overhead.
Okay.
None of the money comes to us.
Wonderful, yeah.
So it's completely volunteer-driven. I think it's fueled by the energy and enthusiasm of our volunteers. Absolutely fueled by the energy.
I can see that by the way
I can
she's
see
talking.
that.
She's like all
Absolutely.
bubbling with
Absolutely.
enthusiasm.
Yeah, no. So Karen, how does someone who's never really known about this organization actually get involved? What do they do?
There are many ways to get involved. You can be a volunteer, you can participate in our shows. And so we have our own website. All the information is available there. You can buy tickets, you can be a volunteer, or you can participate in our shows. There's so much talent out there, and we're constantly looking to tap into that talent.
Right.
And
a big question, now you're talking about talent involving the whole Bay Area and other people. So how does, is it basically just people from Tamil Nadu or other people also involved in this?
We've had people from all walks of life, all languages. It's a very multicultural organization. Like I said, because it's completely volunteer driven, we don't restrict ourselves. We work with people from different walks of life. And, some of our shows have content that is not just Tamil. We have Hindi dance numbers, we have Telugu dance numbers, we have songs. So we try to involve everybody. It's fun for everybody. The goal is to have fun. So we're not restricting ourselves to
That's
just
great.
power.
I mean, that just increases the whole population that can come. Now, I see you have something to show us.
Absolutely. So the Galaata was given a proclamation by the city of Fremont in 2008.
Wow.
And so this was organized by Anu Natarajan. So this was something that was very exciting for us. This was to commemorate the 25th year of Udavum Karangal.
Very nice.
Back in India.
Cool.
And so this was very exciting for us to be recognized by a city to show what the kind of work we are doing.
Karen, you were saying that earlier that it's not just here in the Bay Area, but the organization is actually all over US, right?
That's right. We have a presence in Boston, Seattle, and Texas. We have chapters all over. And, but then the Bay Area chapter is one of the biggest chapters because we have around 200 volunteers. And like you said, Bay Area is Indian Central, so we do have a ton of volunteers because of that. It's phenomenal.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Now that you've gotten the city of Fremont to give you a proclamation and support you, one of the greatest things about organizations here is getting involved in mainstream America. How do you see that happening? Because you're focusing on Indians, you have the Indian community supporting you, you're going to grow that hopefully after being on the show as well. How do you see that happening with the mainstream America?
The way we're doing it is by doing initiatives that just are not about getting Indian culture out there. So one of the main ways I see it happening is tapping the talent young, getting kids involved young. And so we've been doing a lot of initiatives with kids. And once you start involving kids, it's not about India anymore. It's not about restricting yourself to a particular segment, right?
Yeah.
It's about tapping into kids who are Americans at the end of the day.
That's right.
So that's one of the ways we've been doing it. And we do a lot of outreach at companies because a lot of companies match your donations. So again, we're not restricting ourselves to Indians. We're going out there to these companies, presenting our charity and telling them, okay, this is what we want to get at. So that's some of the ways that we've
That's
been
great.
doing it.
That's excellent.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the events that you plan for Galaata? And I love the way it rolls off the tongue, Galaata.
Galaata.
So Galaata Premier League has 3 events under its, so it has Galaata, which is our flagship event we do every year. We also have 2 other events called Swaram. Swaram is putting together Gumka, and we also have Dance Mirchi put together by Vishweta. The best part is these events are not just restricted to the South Bay. We have them in South Bay, we also have them in East Bay.
Okay.
So we get a lot of reach into audiences all over the Bay Area. And that's just one of the strengths of our GPL this year.
Great.
And you mentioned it was something like 2 months long, I guess?
Yeah, so
I
the
mean,
goal...
that's huge. It's got to be so tiring.
The goal is to educate all 500 children in India, raise money to educate all 500 children in India. And so because of that, we're doing this over 2 months and putting all these shows together.
But
so.
but I have to commend the volunteers because it takes it out of you. You work the whole week and then on the weekend you do it. I mean, really hats off to you guys.
Just
Great.
seeing the smiles on these kids is absolutely worth it.
Thank you so much, Karen.
Thanks, Karen, and good luck. We look forward to that. I never knew that helping others could be so much fun and actually involve the whole family as well. In any case, we have a special segment on TyCon 2011, so practice your elevator pitch and we'll be right back.